Hey guys, welcome to another FNAF Tower Defense video, and today I'm going to be going over how to macro in FNAF Tower Defense. I am going to teach you how it works, how to set it up, and then after that, I'm going to be doing one tutorial for one night in each game. And for these tutorials, I'm trying to keep it to like as weak units as possible so I can make it more easily accessible for everyone. So let's get into it. If you couldn't tell from my wins, I've been doing a lot of research on this for the past couple of days. And I went into every level, checked which ones you can and can't macro, and what I found out is these maps are macroable. The ones in yellow were the ones I wasn't 100% sure about. Like, you could do them with stronger units, but I wasn't going to test them with weaker units because I already found out like good maps to macro. So here's a list of the tutorials I'm going to be giving at the end of the video. Those are the 7 maps I'm going to go over, and let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, you're going to want to download this. It's called Tiny Task. I'll leave a link in the description for Tiny Task. But what it does is it's what allows you to macro the game. And once you have it installed, you're going to want to make sure you put always on top so that you can have it over your Roblox, making sure that it's always up and running and nothing's going wrong. Next, you're going to want to make sure you have it on continuous playback, play speed 1 times. Change your recording hotkey to F8. Right now I have it on F12. Have it on print screen. Let me change that. Now the reason why you don't want to have these on print screen or F12 is because that's what clips the game. So every time you stop it, it'll save a video clip in your files, and you don't want that. It's easier to just switch them both between F8. Okay, and now that we have it set it up, let's go straight into a level so I can show you how it works. Okay, now that we're here, a thing I forgot to mention is if you don't have like the shift lock on, you should turn it on, because that's what's going to help you reset your mouse in between the like starting and stopping. So make sure you have it on. So what you're going to want to do, hit F8. As you can see, it's recording. I shift to reset the mouse, and then I reset my character so the camera isn't in any like funky spot. So the one that I'm macroing right now is 7 Night 2. Go nightmare mode, vote. Now another thing is you're kind of want to delay your inputs, because sometimes clicks don't register if you do them really quick back to back in Tiny Task. So what I do is I click things a lot of times and I make sure to do them slow. So now that you're on this screen, you're going to want to do the whole reset your stuff again, just in case, because sometimes the camera is looking up and you want to make sure you do it twice. Now I usually click on the difficulty a couple times. Make sure you click it, Then I go, place down my unit. Remember, you want to keep it slow. I usually click this a lot more times than I need to, just in case I don't have the money. Go right here, click it more times, just in case I don't have the money. And then I click off, just so I can reset everything. Make sure nothing's in the way. Click a couple times. Now you just want to stay in one spot. You should be able to hit everything from here. Sometimes I like to go back and click on old units and hit their upgrade buttons again, just in case it didn't work the first time. You don't have to do this. I just do this as a precaution to make sure it keeps going. This guy right here. Now for a level like this that gives you a lot of money, the timing really isn't too important because you'll be generating a lot of money. But for the other levels that I'm going to put like towards the end, there's no commentary on those, by the way. It's just the tutorial. But for those, you do really have to make sure your timing is all right, or else one mistake and you lose. So I'll be right back when the boss shows up. Okay, now that the boss is here, I like to wait until the boss gets at around half health, and I start clicking right here. Just keep clicking. This is where the play again button is going to be. And I like clicking this for even until after the boss is dead. You want to click this around 5, 10, 15 seconds after you're in this screen with the levels. This is what's gonna let you, like, even if the timing is off, even if you die, if you're clicking, the longer you're clicking on this, the better chance you have of this macro setup auto fixing itself when it gets out of whack. So then you don't want to stop recording. And now that you've stopped recording, you're going to want to go to your preferences, change your recording hotkey to something else, and then now switch your playback hotkey to F8. And now whenever you click F8, it should get straight into the macroing. Like right now, I'm not doing anything. It's doing this all itself. Now, sometimes it can be finicky and it won't click on some of the numbers. But if you have it set up like the right way, what happens is it won't click on anything else. It'll go through the whole loop inside the main screen, and then it'll just fix itself. So I'll show you that right now. Okay, so we're back. My macro just beat the boss. Everything was working fine. But let's say you're here in this screen right here, and for whatever reason, your button doesn't click the 7, the 2, the night 2. It doesn't do any of that. So here, let's let it play out. Let it start over. Okay, we're back. Now we're here in this menu. Let's say you start your little, you start it up, but as it's starting, something happens. You know, it misclicks, doesn't work out. Now it's just stuck here, you know? Well, let me show you. Okay, we're approaching the end of the recording here, and as you can see, I'm still on this screen. I haven't clicked on anything else, and what's gonna happen is once it's done playing the night, even though it's not playing it, it's gonna start over and start clicking on it again and restart the night correctly the second time. So even if there is a snag, like someone doesn't get placed down and you lose, it should be able to restart itself and it'll keep going even if you lost one time. So it's okay if your macro doesn't have a 100% win rate, as long as you have this 100% loop rate to have it set up every single time, you know, things go wrong. And just like that, it was gonna put me back in. So yeah, that's how you basically like set it up. So little quick rundown, make sure you have it always on top, continuous playback, make sure you don't keep that. And then sometimes what I've noticed is that the play speed will sometimes go to half speed, and that'll completely mess up the run because nothing's placing down when you want it to. So just always make sure that your play speed is still on 1x speed. It happened to me a couple times when I was doing the research, and I was wondering why I was losing, because I would play the game, I would record it, I'd win, but the macro itself was losing, and I got super confused. So yes, and make sure you have your recording and playback to F8. Just make sure to switch it between both, because you can't have, if you try to have both of them on F8, it'll say hotkey conflict. So yeah, and don't try to save anything. I tried, I recorded all of the like different macros, saved them because I thought I'd be able to record the footage for them later once I did the macro for each level. I went back to open them and it only recorded like the 2 seconds. So it was just looping the one where it clicked like the 7. It just kept doing this. So if you have a macro, don't lose it. I usually just minimize my tab. I don't ever like close it completely. But yeah, hopefully this helped you set it up. And right now I'm going to show you like one of each level, but I won't be talking except for night 6. That one I had a little trouble with, so, or for game 6, that one I had a little trouble with. So in case I don't see you all at the end of the video, if these tutorials helped you, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you found this helpful. I'll see you in the next one.
am no longer trapped. You're trapped here with me. This
shouldn't have to. Eyes to fish. It's time to live.
it's time to start the show, and no one will interrupt me. This is so embarrassing.
Now, what I will say about this macro is that I tried putting it on loop, and it is not 100% of the time gonna win. I don't know why. It's like one of the only ones that does it for me, but just no matter what I did, no matter how long I was in the lab cooking, I never had a like 100% loop rate with this team. And I thought I could do a better team, but I was like, nah, you guys can do the better team. For me, I'll just show you this team. It is doable with this team. If you have better units, you can totally go ahead and use better units.
Please deposit your life into my hands, or else.
Hey, if you guys made it to the end of the video, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope these tutorials helped you out. And if you liked what you saw, leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe if you want to see more. And let me know what other content you want to see for FNAF Tower Defense. Maybe even some other games. Yeah, anyways, thank you all so much. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.